Those of you that actually watch my vlogs know who I am, but for those of you that don't, my name is Hunter James Hewitt, and today I will be drawing my life. It all started in April of 1998. My grandfather was outside putting some feed out for the animals to come in so we could shoot them off the back porch, when out of nowhere came a great big black bear ready to attack. But considering how babies are made, the storks had accidentally dropped me out of the sky, landing me in front of the bear. So I did what any baby would do, and I choked him to death with my umbilical cord. Then my grandfather realized he had a baby to deal with and gave me to my father, Brian Hewitt, and my mother, Renee Hewitt. They couldn't think of any names, but after my grandpa told them about the story how I murdered the bear, they went with Hunter. My mom would always tell me that I looked like an ugly turtle as a baby. But have you guys seen Franklin? He's a cute turtle, and I don't know what she thinks. Skip a few years to the start of preschool and beyond. I was a talkative child. I'd like to converse with pretty much anyone and could make friends pretty easily. My first best friend's name was Cole. We used to hang out all the time at his house because it was awesome. He had a rope swing in his backyard and we'd play with his lightsabers in the basement. Once we both got into 3rd grade, we had a terrible teacher who would torment her students, and that's when Cole moved to a new school and I switched over to another district as well. I don't really remember the other school district that much besides having to flip over these warning cards for talking too much. But the following year I came back to the school district I had originally started in, but went to a different school than before. Cole and I no longer talked until we hit the 5th grade and were back in the same class. But our friendship wasn't the same, and from then on we would just acknowledge each other in the hallway. 5th grade is when I met my current best friend. I was at a Halloween party and there were just 3 guys, me, an old friend named Will, and a kid I knew from my class. His name was Andrew. The first thing he ever said to me was, "Where do you go to school?" Little did he know that I sat next to him in all of our classes. From then on, we've been best friends. As I went through middle school, I started quieting down, except for one science class I had in the 8th grade. This teacher hated me and everything I liked. I won't say his name, Nimi, because I don't want to give him the satisfaction. For a project in his class, we had to create a replica of a plant cell, but it had to be out of the ordinary. Andrew took the easy route and created a pamphlet that I'm pretty sure looked like a map or something, but his mom drew it. So congratulations to Joy that her son got an A+. I, on the other hand, created a baseball field with actual turf and miniature pieces to replicate the cell. When it came to grading, I got an F because he said I didn't label any of the parts. Then he threw it away so I couldn't look at it. So maybe if he wasn't too busy playing his freaking Angry Birds on the Promethean board, I wouldn't be so upset. Then through high school it was a piece of cake. I dated a girl whose dad was one of my baseball coaches, but I'm pretty sure he was cool with it because whenever I'd show up to one of my cousin's games, his son played on the same team, so I'd see my cousin and his son. He'd always ask if we were still dating, and I'd just tell him I think so. As you can tell, we didn't talk much, but we dated for 11 months with no fights. I played baseball through high school as well, but once I hit my junior year, one coach had made me lose interest pretty quick. I won't call him out, so we'll just call him Greg. Greg was a man of few words, but if he ever spoke to you, and he spoke to me a lot, then you were in for a real treat. Just a fun fact though, I actually made him smile once during my senior year, and I feel like that's my greatest accomplishment. So anyway, during baseball I was having problems with my shoulder, and I wasn't able to pitch anymore, which really made me want to stop playing in the first place, until I met a doctor that could give me a cortisone shot, which is technically a steroid to reduce the swelling in my shoulder. So I got the shot and was told not to do anything with my arm for 3 days. I told Greg this, and he sent me into the outfield during practice to run drills throwing to home plate. I later had surgery on my shoulder and I haven't been the same since. My senior year came around and I just worked on my hitting because I couldn't throw. After high school, I decided to follow my sister and go to the University of Michigan Flint to get my bachelor's degree in business administration. I just want to own a Chick-fil-A and I really don't know what I want to be. Andrew and I had started a YouTube channel a while back with a couple friends where we'd review movies and other news. But if you would like to check out the videos, the channel is called Low Budget Entertainment. I will warn you, there are some explicit words on there, so keep it at your best interest. In the summer leading into my sophomore year of college, I met a girl named Hannah who I'd soon after be dating. We went on a few trips together, such as Florida and Wisconsin. She got the chance to go to school in Indiana for free to get her master's degree, and you can't turn that up. But with long distance, it got hard to see each other, and things started going downhill, so we split up. Now I'm just working till school starts and posting blogs to kill time.